Okay, Reggie, before we get into this week's set of questions, is there anything that you wanted to speak on before we get started, or you want to get right into it?
Just shout out Dwayne Wade, my favorite non-Laker, one of my favorite non-Laker basketball players. For getting into the Hall of Fame. If y'all get a chance to it and y'all want to try to strive to have a relationship with your son, or if you have a father that you have a relationship like I do, that's a great speech towards the end on Dwayne Wade Hall of Fame basketball speech. Other than that, let's get into it, baby boy.
Okay. Um, I wanted to ask you about a video that Norm did from Gangster Chronicles where he basically made like an attack video towards you, which I found out because you hadn't spoken negatively on him. So I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, Norm. Who Norm? I told you his name is Shrek now. That's Shrek to me now. So whenever I'm talking about Norm from the Gangster Chronicles, I used to give him the respect and call him Big Steel or Big Norm. He's Shrek now. Y'all look at that. Don't that nigga look like Shrek? But you know, uh, he put up some paperwork, and it's fair game. I tap and talk about people, so I gotta learn to accept it and take it like a man as well when somebody tap at me. I like that because it shows you that all the dirt on Reds that niggas can find is shit from, well, I think even in the paperwork, it said I was 45 years of age. Y'all know I'm 57 now. So what's that, 12 years ago? 13 years ago shit? Yeah, I had some issues with my wife back then where I was trying to do some maneuvering to get away. But we worked it out. I done been to the pen. I done caught COVID, and she take care of me better than anybody. She take care of me better than my mama do. So, yeah, I wonder if any of y'all wives would be like that, 13 years later or 12 years later. But if niggas could sit up here and say you ain't never had a problem with your woman or your girl, then okay, hats off to you. So yeah, that paperwork is actual. Everybody done threw it at me. He got it from the homosexual from the UK. That's who sent it to him. He done put it up. That's every time he gets a chance to tap at me. I even saw the groupie put it up. So it ain't like it's no new or breaking fucking news. But that's great. I'll tell y'all my bads. I was an ex-cop in y'all mind. That's bad. I love it. I still get good health benefits and 50% of my salary for the rest of my life from the city of Compton Police Department. What else I do wrong in life? I shit. I got caught up with some drugs, sending weed across state line. Y'all know about that. Okay, I paid and got tapped on my hand and learned my way about that. Uh, what? I'm fat. Yeah, okay. What else can y'all say about me? He tried to throw up some shit about like I asked him for some money. Yeah, motherfucker, you see the date I asked for the money on the 21st, 22nd. That's when motherfuckers on YouTube get paid. So, nigga, I did an interview with you after I let you and James no Vaseline me out of that 25 G's. You called me and asked me to come on your show. I told you, yeah, nigga, it's gonna cost a fee. And you told me, Reg, I got you on the 21st, 22nd. And of course, you played that bullshit role and was like, I'm out of town. I'm all like, motherfucker, what, Zales don't work out of town? But hey, I took it. I stayed on your ass. You eventually paid what you promised me you was gonna pay. That's all. Nothing else. You always try to act like you paid me, gave me money and shit. You ain't gave me shit. You cheated me. You owed me. You one of the few niggas in life that owe me. And you know what? Me and Alice Alonso, we got something stored for you. Because we're going to just sue you and your boyfriend. Because that's all I said. I tapped that little drunk. The one you told me was a drunk. You remember when you told me that Brian B have a drinking problem and he was in jail for drunk driving and all of that, and he's a major alcoholic? You don't remember telling me that though? I'm lying. If I'm lying and you didn't tell and you told me that, strike one of my kids right now. But so, because I say he a Chris Stokes victim, he is a Chris Stokes victim. Man, I know victims when I see them. He and I rode past Chris studio on the freeway. He said, "Oh man, that's where Chris used to film. I used to do film work and stuff for him at," and literally started crying like a little bitch. I go, "What? Huh? What's wrong, dog?" Oh, nothing. Come on, dog. If I'm lying, Brian, you know I ain't lying. So I tell him that he's a victim. But anyway, MC8, you say I talked to him. I just said he was being a Crip sympathizer. No disrespect to Crips, yeah. Everybody sympathizes. I'm a cop sympathizer. James and people be Pyrus and Blood sympathizer. All I'm saying, you ain't got to be a sympathizer because you did do what you did. That's all, but I still said I ain't got no problems with what you did. That's your decision. You the one got to live with that. But you are what you are. But if you can justify it and live with it, I'm fine. I live with it. Live with what you are. That's all I'm trying to say. But you know what? Y'all think that that's why the man wanted to tap and go after me and all of that? That ain't why. He tried to say, because I called him a cornball from Ohio. Well, you are a cornball from Ohio. I'm not saying Ohio's or dudes from Ohio's a cornball. I just said you are a cornball from Ohio. Shrek, you are. You say I'm not no cornball. How long am I corn? Nigga, I hate speaking on this nigga name, but James begged me and promised me never to speak on this. Well, no, he didn't. He said, let me speak on it. But I'm going to speak on it now. You remember how BJ had you running around the car chasing you in a lot? You say I'm lying? I bet you Bunny Hunter BJ come and tell that story. You know he love content. He going to take and talk about it when he was chasing you around the car and you running. You such a gangster from what you say. Some street in Ohio, and you gangster and bought it. Nigga, I ain't never seen no gangster running from an unarmed man. Yeah, you're a cornball. But anyway, that ain't why you mad, dawg. The reason why you mad, and we see it, it's obvious. You killed your channel. You want to believe and had your wife and everybody thinking you're successful because you did this and all of that. Reggie Wright built that motherfucking channel, Gangster Chronicles, nigga. Anybody that say Reggie, James, and Alex Alonso didn't make the home runs over there, then I don't know what to say. If y'all say y'all still go over there and subscribe and watch their vid and give views. Because look at your views, dawg. Look at your views on YouTube. I don't know what you're doing on podcasts. You'll try to say, oh, we doing numbers on podcasts. I bet you, after this year, you'll be dropped if you still have a deal. Because your YouTube numbers is going to be better than your podcast numbers. You can't even get without talking about Reggie Wright or posting something from James or Alex Alonso. You can't even get. You got maybe one or two videos that went over 10,000. The rest of them was under 1,000. And that was because of Crip Map first video and jail felony in the last 2 weeks to a month. You killed the channel off. I left you a channel that was doing 300,000 an episode. You now doing 500, 300, 1,000. John, post it and show them. I ain't lying. These are your views from the last the last month. We'll just go back a month. So that's why you're really mad. Because Charlamagne done told you, hey, I ain't fucking with you next year. You fucked up the channel. You dropped the ball. You did a Suge Knight, you know what Dr. Dre did, and left Suge. You fumbled the bag just like Suge. Nowhere near the money, but in essence, that's what you did. You had some niggas blow up your shit, and then you go and fumble the bag. That's why the brother's real mad. That's why he want to tap at Reg to try to hope maybe he can get some views. You'll get a few views going back and forth. But John already done made me Promising. Reggie, if a motherfucker don't get 10,000 views or more talking about you, we can't tap at them. It ain't worth it. You just building them up like you still build up the groupie channel. Like you build up other people's channels. You know, Carpet Head and all of them. He said, don't tap at them. They get 500 views. What you care? He said, you get 500 views when you drop a video in the first 5 to 10 minutes. You average 30,000 a day. Nobody on YouTube do videos daily that often with one person. So he said, stop biting into their stuff. That's what John keeps telling me. But I know you get no freebies with me. You want to keep going back and forth? We'll go back and forth. Because you know all the conversation we had when we were cool. When this statement is just for your brother-in-law. You know it's true. Brother-in-law of Norman Steele. You know it's true. Wife of Norman Steele. You know it's true. When your mama, Miss Steele, caught COVID, that nigga wanted her out of the house, was mad at everybody because he said your sorry ass sister and brothers wouldn't take care of the kids and take care of their mama, and he felt bad and wanted to leave you because he had to take care of you and your mama. You know the issue with that. Your son, Chris, I hope like hell. He's only third on the depth chart, so he will be cut pretty soon. But I hope like hell he makes the Seattle Seahawks because you've been banking on that for 2 years now. When you thought he was going to be in Pittsburgh, got cut. When you thought he went to, tell me how you was mad when he went to, I think, the Panthers or somewhere and spent all his money, or Indianapolis, one of those teams, spent all his money when you said he married some little white chick and she running all the money and taking care of the money and he couldn't even help you out. Man, you don't talk to me about too much stuff to be trying to bring up some 12, 13-year-old stuff on Reg. But hey, Reg open book. Yeah, that happened. 13 years ago, 12 years ago. You gonna open up a domestic violence? No, you better open up a shelter for your ass to live in after your wife know this truth sits in about what you had to say about her and her mama and how you living in her house, but you want her to go because her siblings won't help out when your mom was sick. Reg, don't forget nothing, Norm. You know I got the text. You know I can back up what I'm saying. Your wife, your son know all this truth. They know how you been living off them, hoping he make it through this football career, which I hope he do. He seemed like a good dude. I told you when he left out, he was leaving too soon. You don't remember that conversation? Yeah, you remember it. But I ain't gonna bring in kids, but I'm wishing for it. Really am. But I think that might have been. You better fire that guy, Brian, and teach him how to work cameras so y'all can try to do something. I don't know what you're going to do to get the channel popping because niggas hate the way you talk and your commentary. I don't know. Got a feeling you done messed that bag up. I don't know what you're going to do. You want to act like you got the relationship with Charlemagne, and now we all know Glasses Malone is the one that had that relationship. You ain't really did nothing in the business but live off of what other people did. Try to take over it and fumble the bag. No, stay off Reg. Yeah, I can't read. You want to pull the 50 Cent Mayweather? All right, that was a good one. I kind of like that. You look at it as fun, and it's just fun and capping back. Reg don't play with niggas like that. Don't play. You know it. You want to take it to another level? Okay. You know where I live. I know where you live. I know where your studio at. Don't threaten me, nigga. And don't play with me. Bomb first. Peace.